Waffle, we got things to talk about. We'll get to that right after this, except I forgot to switch the logos, so I have the wrong video.
No!
Give me a second. We got to get the right one.
Hold.
Talk amongst yourselves.
So we're not live?
We're live.
Oh, hey. Hey, people.
Hey, peoples. We're doing stuff and things.
Yeah, he's messed up on something, but I literally have no idea what.
I don't know what to do with
something
my hands.
Didn't look right. And
He knew.
He knew?
He knew.
I didn't know.
We didn't.
They knew.
Yeah, you
Hey, it's Fat Tuesday.
Is it? Wow, that's awesome.
And
Thanks for
landing gear down. Here we go.
Thought you'd want to know.
Thanks for bringing it. No, we're in the air now. We landed at
Did you
the
guys
end
know
of
it's
the
Fat
show.
Tuesday?
Guess what, folks?
Sin, repent, repeat.
It's Fat Tuesday,
Which is not in the Bible.
Well,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
Fat Tuesday is not in the Bible.
Not a biblical
Romans
thing.
6:1-4. I think addresses that issue.
Yeah. For those of you that have been believing this whole time, this was a free pass on sinning. That's
May it never
another
be.
tradition. That was not in the Bible.
I love it. Good morning, Stephen. That was another tradition. Fat Tuesday is not biblical. What?
What?
Oh,
Darn it.
there's some out there, believe me. I got a free pass and I got some sinning to do.
I'm going to Mark.
Because next week we're going to be.
Do you guys
pious.
do you observe Lent?
No.
No,
Do you give anything? Okay,
I don't.
all right.
I don't.
I mean, I grew up Southern Baptist, so it was they said Lent, and I was thinking, I deal with the dryer Lent
your dryer Lent
every day. I mean, Mom taught me, you got to deal with that.
Yeah, I
Your
know.
whole house will catch fire if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Your dryer Lent fire, it's bad.
Bad
No,
stuff.
we were not observers of Lent. I mean, basically, you just sustain from certain things during that time period.
Well, it's a time
I actually
of
read
prayer,
your post
fasting,
about it.
and
The
giving
post was
alms.
good.
Yeah, well,
It
that's
was informative.
Abstain.
Abstain. That's what I was looking for.
abstain.
I knew I was somewhere in there. Sustained.
Yeah.
In the court of Lent, this is sustained.
That's sustained. Did you say sustained?
I don't know what I said. Yeah, I
That's
did not
funny because
say
I was just
abstain.
over here nodding, thinking
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
abstain.
It's too
But then
early.
again, I didn't hear Will say
It's
it was
like you're
Fat
just
Tuesday.
not listening to anybody.
I'm trying now. That's the crazy part.
He never listens to us.
Are these things working? Are they working? I don't know.
We had a tragedy this morning at the house. You ready?
Of course. Tell me it involves the girls because
It does.
these are the best stories.
I told Evie, I go, hey, Evie, go wake up your sister. And she gave me the look like, I don't want to wake up my sister because it could go either way. So
This could go
I can
sideways.
see her waking up like a spider monkey.
you never know what you're going to get. That's true. Usually it does not involve an energetic jump out of bed. I can tell you that right now. So,
Those two.
yeah, they're a hoot. So, Evie, I hear her wake up. Evie comes upstairs and informs me the wake up did not go well. And then she then leads to tell me the 15 sentences she said to her sister while waking her up. And you should have stopped it. Hey, Claire, can you wake up? And then just backed
Let
away.
it be. You didn't instruct her well enough, is
no,
what I'm hearing.
I did not give, the oldest child did not get enough details. So then pretty soon I hear him fighting downstairs, and I'm like, okay, I got to go down there now. And I go down there, and I'm like, hey, why are we fighting? And he goes, Clara doesn't believe me that Constable Bob died. Constable Bob is one of our hermit crabs.
Was one of your hermit crabs.
I thought that was a pop culture reference, and I'm going, I got nothing.
Which is not what I expected to hear at all. And I was like, Constable Bob's dead? She's like, look. And yeah, he's hanging out of his shell.
That's so gory. What an awful way to start your day.
And I was like, ugh. And
Now we got to have a crab funeral.
Now we got to have a crab funeral this morning. We don't have time for a funeral. And Claire's visibly upset. And, there's Joe with the Laissez Bon Temps Roulette.
Laissez Bon Temps Roulette.
Joe's all about Fat Tuesday. I saw he had his king cake
He is.
ready to go.
He is in.
He gave me last year. I got the little. No, it was a couple years ago. The Mardi Gras cup with
he's
the baby.
a one-man Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, he loves it.
He is. So
that would be Let the Good Times Roll.
Oh, and Barry says happy birthday, Will.
Happy birthday back to Barry.
Is it coming up?
Barry's birthday's today.
Oh, happy birthday, Barry.
I'm like 2 days older than Barry Retzloff.
Oh my goodness.
So
anyway,
this is a great way to start
That's
your
a great
day.
way to start.
With the chocolate croissant.
Yeah, that I got
Story
from Story Time by way of Time to Loaf.
By way of Time to Loaf. That's right.
So we have a dead hermit crab this morning, and I'm like, okay, Claire's upset, so I need to do something. Mind you, these hermit crabs came home with us on vacation like 5 years ago.
Oh, I've had a good run.
We never expected them to live more than a month. There were 3 originals. There was Bucket Pete, Constable Bob, and Vanilla. Vanilla's still with us.
Close, Barry.
So I'm like, let me do something sweet here to help console my daughter. And so I go get a little cup, and I put some toilet paper in it so Constable Bob can have a nice, soft, final resting place before I guess we're going to bury her, I don't know. So
We haven't identified the gender yet.
I referred to him as a he and Vanilla as a her. So I caringly go get the cup, and I pick him up, and I put him in the cup, and I'm like, look, Clara, he's comfortable. And I drop the cup upside down. And he crashes into the aquarium.
Drops the forever cup.
And I'm like, darn it. I'm just like, and I mean.
Well, if it wasn't dead before, it's dead now.
It's like classic parent moment. You know, you can see Clara cringe.
She's cringing, crying. You're trying not to laugh.
I'm trying not, and I was like, and I'm just like,
crab that shell.
Crab down.
And the whole time you're thinking, Laissez Bon Temps
And
Roulette.
I'm just like, good morning, Lauren. That's what I'm thinking. There will be a burial later. Anyone who wants to attend. Maybe we could have a parade. A Mardi Gras themed
like
parade.
the get the whole big marching jazz band.
The brass, yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sure.
so that was my morning.
Oh, that is.
Good morning, Vicky.
We're down to
catch it
one
before.
crab.
Oh, that is so good. And
That's all. Yep.
You're thinking, get the bay seasoning. This is going to be delicious.
The Old Bay.
The Old Bay, yeah.
I think he'd been there for a while, Ballard.
I want to know. I want to know where the name Constable Bob came from.
Yeah,
At the time we got him, we were watching Justified. And
Okay.
one of the characters in Justified is Constable Bob.
I've watched
Okay,
the
so it
first
was pop
couple
culture.
of
It was a
episodes.
pop culture
Yep.
reference
All right.
back from 5 years ago when we watched the show.
I've watched a couple episodes of that. I liked it.
How have you not watched every single episode of Justified?
I know. I need to roll back around.
You need to go back and you need to correct that.
Yeah, that one and
It's terrible.
what's the other one that everybody likes? It's the sheriff. His wife died.
Oh, Longmire.
Longmire.
Also good.
Yeah, with Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica.
I can't believe you've watched all the stuff you've watched and you've not watched those.
Well,
They're great.
I do what I can. I mean,
I
just gotta.
don't even know what shows you're talking about.
You'd like both of them too.
Would I?
Yeah.
Longmire
You would.
and
Longmire
Justified.
and
A lot of
Justified.
TV, so.
It's like
I'd never
Yellowstone, but not quite as.
It's a little more wholesome.
Yeah, not quite so. Probably soap opera-y.
My look, yeah, it's not soap opera. My look is weird.
Are you okay?
I'm looking here, but I need to be looking there.
Yeah, the camera's
Above the screen.
So yeah, if you're looking at our monitor where we can see what this looks like,
We're
looking
getting used to this.
You're looking under the camera a little bit.
The new studio is looking awesome.
It's pretty.
It is. It's slick.
It's very cluttered
cool, I'm
right
not gonna
now
lie.
because I've just been throwing stuff everywhere.
I've seen worse.
Put this together, make that work. But
Give us your feedback. Do we need to use some makeup? Will got us some new lights, and I'm feeling a little pale.
Well, and it may be just that TV.
Color screen.
That, because
it doesn't look like that.
it looks a lot better, I think on my phone.
I got a little sun yesterday.
Did you?
You look
Did
like
you frolic in the
you look
spring
like maybe
weather?
that.
It was my day off, and it was
Frolicked?
beautiful.
I like it.
Sunny, hardly any wind, which is rare for this time of year. So I went for an outsider. I've been running on the treadmill a lot.
You come
this
hide
winter.
the cords.
And so, that's right.
I don't have time for this.
Here, I got it.
Don't bump the TV.
Wait,
we just
sorry,
got
my
it
bad.
straight. We just
If
got
I
it.
hold my arm,
Anyway, can we talk about the weather?
Yeah,
Yesterday,
sure. Yeah.
this is unreal. So I go for a
go ahead.
run, and it was just, that's amazing.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, she doesn't know now. And then I went for a walk in the woods, and I mean, I got all the vitamin D yesterday. It was
all of it.
It was fantastic.
Good.
It was, what do we call this? Fall spring number 2.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
somewhere in the 12 to
This
15
is-
categories
this
of
is,
Missouri weather. It's
full
somewhere-
spring.
Yeah, it's because
Full
we
spring,
all know
yes.
it's going to snow in April or May.
Something silly
March,
will happen.
at
Something
least.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, flowers are popping out of the ground, and squirrels are frolicking, and
And winter
ballards
comes back.
frolicking.
Yeah, I'm frolicking,
and it'll
shirtless. I know it's a family show, but I ran shirtless yesterday,
And
and it was fantastic. All the vitamin D.
Snow.
I'm getting over a cold. Sorry.
That's all right. Everybody
sharing.
in my house has. Shane
cares.
described a young kindergartner coughing in her face last
Yes.
week, and so
Could've
all
been
weekend
mine.
she's like, "I
don't
knew
have a
it! I
kindergartner."
knew it when he did it that I was going to get this, and now I've got it."
We had stomach bug, and then we had cold. It was fun. It's that time. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this time of year. The funk goes around again. There's a funk around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then here comes the funk. It's
The
wild.
cycle.
Bring in the noise. Bring in.
Bring in the noise. Yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah, old Broadway show, I suppose that was.
So let's see. We're coming off of a 3-day weekend, which is something. And I can't now remember. I think I worked some this weekend. I think I did some others. Oh, we went to Urban Air. I got to experience
was
that
that?
for the first time. It's utter chaos.
Is that a jumpy place?
It's a little beyond. It's like we don't want to just jump. We want to zip line and ball pit, and we want to make this crazy. We went to a birthday party. It was really nice. People were super sweet, and so I did that, and it was quite shocking. And it seems like something else happened before that, but I can't think of what it is.
Easy
sounds
with
all
that
right.
S word, Chris, there for son. I think that's where that comes from, Stephen. There's like,
What?
so take it easy with the S word.
The S word.
Son.
Oh,
I
son.
think he's talking
Yes.
son. Yeah.
Did I accidentally cuss?
No,
I
no.
might have. I don't know.
That would be a memory.
You're not listening anyway.
I'm not
How
even
would you-
listening to myself.
Oh,
How
my
would you know?
That's the trifecta right there. Ignored all 3 of us.
You got it all.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
funny.
I'm consistent, if nothing else.
Yeah, very good. Well, we have the. I got a notification the Wildcat Gala is coming up again. Oh no, snow, not sun.
Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want the sun. No.
That makes more sense.
Either way,
I have seen ads for the gala. They're doing good on their Facebook social media ads because I've seen them.
Yeah, we did the first Wildcat Gala like in 04, I think, maybe 05.
It's an OG event then.
Yeah, that was way back when we started the foundation.
I've not ever been to
that
one.
was our
Have
first.
you been to one?
Fundraiser.
Will invited me to one. I think it was probably 07.
Yeah.
It was at Highland Springs.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
moly.
Yeah, we did it for 3 or 4 years.
That's a long time ago. Back in 07. Sheesh.
Yeah,
We walked uphill both ways to the gala.
to the gala.
Yeah, I was telling a story to our some of the students in our youth group Sunday night, and they're like, "What? When was that?" And I was like, "That would have been 1990."
1990.
Oh
They
my!
just looked at me like, "You dinosaur."
I know. It's like, you get on those websites now. You got to put in your birthday.
You keep scrolling.
And you get to the year on that. It's like
Yeah.
being on the Price is Right, the big wheel. Like,
Yeah, the big wheel. That's how it was
Yes.
here. It's clicking.
Oh man!
It starts getting slower. Oh, I'm still not there.
yeah,
Let me
no,
roll
it
it again.
stopped on
There you go.
82. I got to keep going.
That is so true. We had to do that at Urban Air when we filled out Jesse's waiver. It's like, let's keep going. Oh,
Just,
good times.
yeah, keep scrolling back to get back to that.
Oh, that's
birthday
what
in
it
the
was. That's
70s.
what happened at Urban Air. Jesse decided to joust Clara.
Oh,
And
Knock the snot out of her.
there's a reel out there that has the evidence of what
Dad
happened.
killed-
Oh,
daughter.
I saw that one. Yeah, I
Yes.
was like, there's a weight class differential there. I
Yes.
think.
And so there's a very clear video of Jesse going, hit me, because Claire is not really hitting him. And then in the background, Evie goes, hit him in the face. And Clara looks back and looks
Okay.
at Jesse. And I'm recording, which I usually am not. So that was good. And then wham, right in the face. And Jesse wears glasses, and so hits him right in the nose
Oh,
on the
that's the
glasses.
worst.
Gorgeous.
He falls into the pit. I mean, it doesn't look like
She won.
Oh, she won.
That is-
Jesse gets out of the pit and like shows me his lip. He's like, she bloodied my lip. I'm like, Dad, gum.
And this is on the interwebs?
And I'm like, I got this
There's-
on
yeah,
video.
there's video of this?
Well, I made a reel.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I gotta
added
go back and watch
music
this reel.
and
That's
I
great.
added
Ooh.
a text.
You boomerang the
Fancy.
the actual
Oh,
blow.
yeah, that's
I didn't know how to do that.
It goes over and over.
I tried to figure that out, and I just stopped. Once I
That
got
would
the
be-
music lined up after 30 minutes of messing with it, I stopped.
That would be epic. I'd love to see that.
I really need a class. I need someone to teach me how to make reels.
You need
You
a
don't need a class. You just need a
12-year-old.
Gen Zer.
Okay.
Yep, that's what you
Can
need.
someone send me? Can I order a Gen Z?
I got 3 of
to
them.
stop by.
Which one do you
Show
want?
me what to do.
Give Evie a couple of years and she'll
Sage
be
is
there
probably
for
the
ya.
most savvy, but you
Okay.
know, Maddox may be more available. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh man! Ooh, Safe Haven's having a gala this year. There's a comment to put up. Will
What?
Yep.
Larry Martin Garden will be holding a seed exchange bake sale in
Oh,
March,
cool.
and then a gala in April.
March question mark. I was looking for the number
March?
there. Let us know when you have that, Vicky, because I'm all in on that.
Yes, I got a letter about Safe Haven's gala coming up this
Love
year in
Safe
April.
Haven.
It's apparently gala season in Rogersville.
Yeah, it is. Is it?
Gala.
And here's the quick: is it gala or gala?
Gala.
Is it gala?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It probably is gala.
I don't know.
We're in Rogersville. We're calling it gala.
Yeah, it depends.
Galley?
Galley. Going to the galley.
Oh, you don't want to go there.
The galley,
Not the gallows.
gallows.
Isn't that where they,
Gallows?
gallows.
You're thinking gallows.
I watched Pirates
That's
of the
where
Caribbean
they.
last
That's where they hang people from the gallows.
Galley.
Yeah,
Galley.
it's
We're just, welcome to the waffle. We
Apparently-
just make up words.
it is akin to being hoisted
points
on
don't
your
matter.
own petard.
Petard. I don't
Yeah.
think you can say that.
You can petard.
I also need someone to teach me the English language too. So if you have a Gen Z out there who can teach me how to make reels and the English language, send them my way.
I don't think they can help you with the English language.
They have their own subset.
They're going to
which is
say
fun.
things like disrespected.
Disrespect.
He
calling cap on that.
He disrespected me. Like, that's not even a word. He showed disrespect, or he was disrespectful to me. But disrespected is not a word.
Is it not?
We've made that up in the last 30 years.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. That's the wrong way to say that.
Disrespected is not a word.
It's not a correct word. People use it all the time, but you don't disrespect someone. You show them disrespect, or you act disrespectfully toward them. But there's-
Interesting development.
Yep.
You heard it first here on the Waffle, folks.
Well, irregardless of how you say it.
Stop it. We're listening to you.
Oh, man. There's a lot of those words out there.
For all intensive
I was
purposes.
just getting ready to say that.
Yeah, I can't think
Intensive.
of one.
That's brilliant.
like intensive care purposes?
Intensive care purposes, yeah.
Good times.
Intents and purposes.
Intents and purposes.
For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, well, language is fun.
Language is fun. I got a whole kind of degree in that once time along back in the
Oh, I
90s.
forget that was
way
that's
back
what
in the
your
90s.
Degree was in.
Yeah,
Forget
English
that.
literature,
Back when we studied
which
literature.
does you a lot of good these days.
Literature.
Well, literature. Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's
What are we talking about?
That's what the siding
Gala.
salesman leaves at your house is the literature.
The literature.
Literature.
Yeah, we were talking about the gala.
Oh, yeah, the gala.
So it's
All the
coming up.
galas.
You can buy a table and promote your business,
Yeah.
or you can just buy a seat and play, the lottery of who you get to sit with, which is always fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you never, that can always
Could be awkward.
interesting.
You
Could
never
be
know.
fun.
It can be
awkward,
awkward.
could be fun.
It
Yeah.
can be fun. You never know what table you're
I
gonna sit at on
usually
one of these
buy
events.
a table at such events so that I can pick.
Have elbow room.
I can pick who. Yeah, I want the whole table to myself. No, I get
Why
that.
is there a table for 8 with only 2 of you there?
Because
Because we don't like
You
people.
don't like people. That's a good point. Maybe think about that.
Worth every penny.
I don't know if I should tell the story or not. but
Oh
I
yeah,
did-
let's tell it.
I did go to an awards banquet one time, and the person had bought that we got randomly set with had bought 2 tickets, and they had come alone, intoxicated, and I was just like, oh no, that maybe isn't why your other person's with you. And she did inform the waiter she would need both plates.
Hey, we paid for those 2 seats as well, so
And I'm going to put Vicky's comment back up there.
that's awesome.
We had our first
I would
garden.
totally do that.
Trying
They
to
never
promote-
serve enough
trying
at
to
these
promote
galas.
something here.
I'm going to buy 2 plates.
I need bring me the other plate.
Bring me the other plate.
It was like, whoa, dinner and a show, yay!
Yay!
Third time here.
Go ahead, Vicky. We're listening.
We had our
I'm
first
listening.
garden chat hour at Time and Loaf last Friday. The garden's a buzzing.
Garden's a buzzing.
I want to know, what is the garden chat hour? I want
Just
to
started. They had the first one.
I
Friday,
know.
I think they came at Friday at 12:30.
Does the garden
Oh.
chat at you? Do you chat about the garden? Do you chat about
Guessing-
gardening in general?
Guessing they're
The garden teaches you
about
the
the garden.
English language and how to make reels.
Awesome. Somebody's got to do
Oh,
that.
garden is the name of a Gen Zer. Got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. These are my kids.
That is such a Gen Z name.
Garden.
It really is, right?
He's non-binary. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, Vicky's like, I'm going to stop commenting now. Oh, my goodness. This is garden.
This is garden. I kind of went back to an old Robin Williams special in my mind
yeah.
from like the 90s where
man.
he's talking about the like you get the salad with the baby corn and the baby carrots.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
Corn
is
is
there like
weird.
is there like a farm in California? It's like, this is my crop. Right here. All the baby corns. Okay, Vicky's giving us some more
You
information.
can come and
If
chat
you're
and talk
in- there you
about
go.
the garden.
Aha.
Not talk
Garden.
to
There you
garden.
go.
In general.
Chat and
Gardening.
in general.
So it's like an information, like come and find out what we're
about
doing.
the Larry
at
Martin Community
the-
Garden and what
Oh,
they
brilliant.
can do. And because Time to Love is catty corner to the garden, we're neighbors across
Yep.
diagonally.
Yes.
Diagonally. Yes. So I think that's cool. I'm glad they're doing that.
Because that garden is to the southeast of
It would be the southeast corner.
four-way.
It's right behind Safe Haven, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's to the southeast of the intersection.
Yes, it is the southeast corner of the Millen Center intersection.
I do really well with cardinal directions. I know a lot of people don't.
I do directions.
I wanna
had to
know.
learn that when I moved to Springfield.
Did you see the post I made about the Amazon driver from like 6 weeks ago?
Yes, I had no idea where south was.
So I get this message on my phone. It's like, hey, your Amazon driver wants to chat with you. And normally it's like, hey, I'm on my way.
Hey, buddy.
Put your dogs up.
friend.
Turn the lights on if it's
Right.
dark. And they send you that at 10 a.m. because this is their auto thing. Well, this person's like,
Where am
my
I?
directions say, hey, use the south door. Here's the code. South door to the detached garage. Here's the code. And
You should have used a color, not a direction.
well, so
the brown door.
brown- door.
I get the message, and it says, "Hey, do you want the door that faces your house or the door that faces the road?" And I was kind of busy, and I just said the south door, or the door on the south. I think I said
South.
I may have said the door on the south side of the garage.
Okay.
And the message to get back is, I don't know which way south is.
You should learn that one.
Oh, you're a delivery driver. Directions matter.
Yeah, and I know they're following their
Yeah.
GPS in and all that stuff, but you want to go find the big fiery ball in the sky,
Well,
turn left.
More than that,
Because
on
it
your-
was in the afternoon,
on your Google app.
Yeah.
There is a directional
Compass. You can just,
there.
you can just bring up
I mean,
compass.
A lot of vehicles have them. Of course, it may not in a delivery
Oh,
truck.
that, not vomiting. I hit the wrong one.
I did that a couple weeks ago.
Compass, right there. It's on your phone.
It's amazing, but they don't know how to use that.
I remember when I moved to Springfield, because Springfield is a grid of
It's
traffic.
just-
Once you figure out north, south,
North,
east,
south,
west
east,
in
west,
Springfield,
yeah.
you can get anywhere.
Yep.
It is not hard to navigate in Springfield once you figure out the directions. So I learned that real quick.
Yeah, knowing direction is handy. I saw a note earlier this week or heard on podcast or something that paper maps are making a comeback.
Oh, that's awesome. You remember when you used to go to MapQuest and print stuff off?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had an atlas in my car at all
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
And a map in the glove box.
I still don't
Yep.
know how we got places as kids with my parents because I don't recall.
Map. They
Yeah,
had
use
it
the map.
folded
Yeah,
up.
but
and
I
it was
don't
in the glove
recall
box.
them busting out the map.
That's because they knew where everything was.
They
Well,
just
that
used the force.
and a lot of times you would like ahead before you
You'd
left,
look,
you would look
yeah.
at it and you go, okay, I know I'm going to be on this
And
road.
I'm going to get
then
off on exit 263.
and you just knew that,
Yeah.
and so, and then if you get confused halfway through, you're like, oh, maybe I better pull
better
over and
pull
look
that
at the
map.
map.
I'm
Yeah.
going to argue too that a lot of places we especially would have gone, being from this area, didn't have that complicated of a road system to get to it, right? Like you weren't going into LA and navigating, or New York City or Chicago, well, maybe Chicago, but I mean, for the most part, we're like, okay, we're going to the beach, go south till you hit the ocean.
Right.
You're good.
Yeah.
I love maps. I was a nerdy kid that like I had maps and atlases, just everything. I loved spreading out maps and
interesting.
looking at things and
I like
studying.
going to Google Maps and zooming in on
Oh,
things.
it's amazing.
Google Earth is
Google
a lot of
Earth
fun.
is
it's
amazing.
so much fun.
I
Yeah.
enjoy that a lot
See all
too.
kinds of fun things.
But one, people are liking them because they're nostalgic. They think they're kind of pretty. They think they're kind of cool.
Well, they are pretty. I
They
mean,
are.
they
No,
were
they're beautiful.
artwork.
They were.
yeah, they're neat.
But some people are like, I'm getting a map because I don't trust the electronic versions.
Tired of getting
because
Googled.
they
I've been
can well
Googled.
they can just change it anytime they want.
Yeah,
Right.
it happened
It's like
to us.
it's like your books.
Yeah.
Like Roald Dahl right now, they're editing all of his books to take out all of the offensive stuff.
Evie's reading his books, a bunch of his books right now.
Well, make sure she's reading the originals and not the new woke versions
know.
of all of them because
I
they're
wouldn't know the
changing all of
difference.
that. They changed
I didn't
movies.
know maps could be woke.
It had ASS
well, I don't
in
know
it,
that
so
they
I think
could.
it must have not been.
I don't know that they could. But I have an idea. If I was a writer, if I had the patience to be a writer, either a screenwriter or a novelist, I have a brilliant idea based
Okay.
on this.
Lay
I think
it-
it's
lay it
good.
out there.
So for some reason, and we'll have to come up with some Illuminati-ish reason that happens.
You'll
Yep.
come up with it. I believe in you.
The elite powers that be decide that this town, which has, I guess, caused them trouble for some reason, doesn't exist. And so they take it off of all the maps. They scrub the internet from it. And so literally you can't find this town. They've tried to make it exist. And then you have the protagonists that fight the system. And
So I had an interesting experience.
but I think that would make a good story.
I had an interesting experience on the way down to the Gulf this
the
summer.
town that never was.
It's a town in Ohio.
We
Yeah, East Palestine. That's the one they're going to do
oh
it to.
gosh,
It's
That's
gone.
it.
Yikes.
What nothing happened. There's what town?
What town?
There's
There's
no
no town
town.
here.
giant smoke plume and Fishkill that didn't exist. When we were down, traveling, it directed us through an area that I fully believe it directed us through to send traffic through that area. It made absolutely no logical sense. It changed our original course. We were on a course to avoid this specific area because it seems to be dangerous and slow. And the road is in terrible
But his
condition.
cousin opened up a new restaurant right there, so they sent you through it.
Well, I wonder about that because it changed. We did hear it say about 30 minutes before, we have found a better route. And usually I thought you had to select that. No, it automatically
Depends on what you're
switched us.
using. Waze will automatically switch you based on
we
new.
were on Google Maps.
I don't know about Google Maps, but
were
like
just on Google Maps.
But Waze, like it'll go, oh, we just got to report that there's a car wreck and your road
Yeah.
is blocked, so we're going to route you around.
Yes, and that's what Google Maps is supposed to do because it'll tell you that there's like a speed trap or an accident or something up ahead. But it rerouted us without us selecting it, and lo and behold, we were taken through a very specific area that we did not want to go through because the road's in terrible condition. There's a whole bunch of stoplights, and it's a lot of interesting characters out and about. And I was just like, why are we here?
Because you're on a list.
But
that's
it
why.
does take you through.
Trying to kill you.
It does take you through by a bunch of businesses versus the other way that takes you just on the interstate.
Somebody paid for that.
That's what I wonder. I'm thinking somebody paid to
Bum,
reroute
bum,
you.
bum.
Well, and the other thing is it would tell you a more, I don't know, the green leaf way. Like here, this is more environmentally friendly route.
Oh, I thought like scenic. We used to take the scenic route all the time.
No.
Some more environmental.
Reminds me of when we used maps, you drive to Kansas City, and if you didn't know better, you're 71 all the way north. Well, at some point, 71 becomes Prospect Street,
Yeah.
which is not a street you really want to be on. You
don't
wanted
want
to
to
loop
prospect,
around that,
yeah.
but yeah, now it's I-49, and
Yep.
it kind of your maps guide you the right way.
Alabama, Sean almost didn't make it out. Apparently.
The banjos.
I think about the people sitting on the front porches out on Prospect Street. Though they got to miss the mistake drivers that
Lord.
I thought this was.
How did I get here? There's a couple of Twilight.
Boy, you ain't from around here, are you?
We had a deal like that in Nashville where they're like, they're not in the right place.
Oh,
We're
where
like,
is that? There's that place in Memphis. If you're just
yes.
you know what I'm talking about? You're
Yes.
just driving and all of a sudden, stoplight, because you like
Yeah.
come over a big hill.
Yes.
Yeah, it's where you head south on 55.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
And all of a sudden, whoa, we're
Yes.
stopping.
Yeah,
Yes.
you come over the ridge
And
or
then
something.
it's stoplight.
Yeah, and that one is like if you're not,
Yes.
it'll catch you.
Well, and one time we got sent through
We're not
there.
gonna make it. We're going. I'll bet
It's
that.
slightly more dangerous than 60 and 125.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
I'll bet that. I'll bet that stoplight's been blown so many times.
We have got to get rid of the left turns on 60 anymore.
All of them.
We are.
When I go
We are.
into town, it is in the morning especially, there's a 50% chance I'm
You're gonna
nearly
die.
going to get in a wreck.
Well, okay, but that's the problem. But part of the problem is, and I don't know if it's a problem or not a problem or just the way God intended it, but it is the Autobahn between Rogersville and Springfield these days.
Well, that's why they have the aerial highway patrol guy.
They need to start doing them again. It's been a while.
Oh, they had them out a couple
Did
weeks
they
ago.
a couple
Yeah,
weeks
they-
ago?
yeah.
Okay. There for a while, they were being very consistent about it. It's terrible.
There's
Bumper
people,
to bumper, 75 miles per hour.
Yep.
Let's throw in a
And,
left
and,
turn.
and
So I'm-
people
you know,
trying to do 80 through all of
I'm
that.
teaching
too.
Maddox, how to drive, and so that's when you realize how fast people go because you're like, drive the speed limit, and everybody's just. She's like, should I speed up? Yeah, maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
It's probably you're like sweating.
Just
from
trying not to die.
I am not looking forward to trying to teach my kids to drive here on these roads. It's a little spooky.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
The best part is you got a lot of farm roads,
There
which
are.
is a
Which have
great place to-
insanely
to
blind,
learn.
dangerous.
Well,
Well,
roads.
they do, but they're also not very crowded.
Yes.
We
they're
had
not
the
crowded.
best place to teach our kids how to drive.
A field.
No,
That's
we
where I
drove them.
learned.
We drove them around Jamestown.
Yeah, this
when
is
there
good.
was no houses
Yeah.
here.
Well, even yet.
Yeah.
Right now, it's still.
But
a
when
great
my
place.
kids were learning to drive, it was right when they had done all of the infrastructure. The streets were all here, the schools was here, and like 2 houses.
Right.
And you said
5 houses.
Yeah, 5
Just
houses.
go.
That's right. It was like, but
Just
you had
drive.
all of these streets and
they're
corners,
wide.
and they
They're
were
very
wide,
wide,
and nobody there, and you could just like, okay, I want you to drive a figure 8. I want you to drive a square. I want you to stop there, park there, do
Yep.
this.
That's a good
And
point.
we just drove around. It was beautiful
It's where my
because
boys
there was
learned, too.
nobody here.
Yeah, now it's a little busier than it used to be.
It is a little
lot
busier than it used to be. So anyway, but yeah,
Yes.
teach your kids to drive. You should do that. It's a good thing.
It makes me nervous. It's terrifying. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's
But maybe
it's a
by the time that
sanctifying
happens-
process in your life.
You'll
you'll
grow.
get closer to Jesus.
You'll grow through that process.
Lord.
Well, you've got what, 8 years ish?
Yeah,
In-
something
in
like
the-
that.
Cars will be driving themselves.
Yeah,
by then.
that's a good point.
Yeah, that
You know,
is an interesting point. We'll see what happens.
Your electric
then.
car will drive you right where you want to go. It'll be fine. But no.
There you go.
When are they breaking ground on all this 125, closing those things?
I don't
a
know.
lot of utility work going on right now. So
They got to move all that stuff first.
That's
I
my guess.
Is
Like,
the
as
deal.
soon as that done, it gets started.
process.
Yeah, but no, that is the plan. Get rid of all of those because we were talking about it at the church because we're not going to have a turnoff anymore. We're going to have to. Everybody's going to have to go to either NN or 125, and get on an exit road.
Are they
and
doing
take
that
it
as
up to
part of this
205.
phase?
Well,
Eventually,
that's
yeah,
the whole thing. Is the whole point of all this is for it to be limited access from Seymour to Springfield.
so
Oh,
that
I
you're
knew
not
that, yeah.
you're not playing Frogger every time you get on 60.
Yeah.
That's the. Yeah, I can't wait. And people, it's easy. People are talking like, how do you get into Jamestown? It's easy.
It's easy.
It's
Yeah.
easy. How do you get in? How do you
take
get
an
out?
exit.
It's real simple.
Take the exit.
Not as simple as it should have been. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
but
Well,
it's-
if you're coming from Springfield, it's very easy.
Very
If you're
easy.
coming from my direction, you got to wind around a little bit.
It's a little
But,
funky,
It's
yeah.
no big deal. Just stop by McDonald's, get yourself a breakfast burrito, and
beverage.
then come in the back way. That's what I do.
Yep.
Works great. Okay, time to land this plane now.
Let's land the plane.
Since
I think
we got
we're
it in
good.
the air? Okay,
We've
so-
got some galas or galas coming up.
Yep. And it's Fat Tuesday. Did you know that?
Fat Tuesday. We
Yeah.
heard rumor has it it's Fat
Rumor
Tuesday.
has it,
There will
yeah.
be a lengthy crab funeral later this evening. If anyone's interested.
Laissez bon temps rouler.
God rest his soul.
All right.
Constipated Bob.
Bless his heart.
Constipated Bob?
Tune in tomorrow
Constable.
for
Constable Bob.
Constipated.
I'm gonna
He
eat.
died of constipation.
Shauna's gonna eat. Yeah. So okay.
I'm going to eat.
Tune in tomorrow for Dollars and Cents. We'll be here with Bruce Porter, and we'll be talking money and taxes and how much we hate the government. So we'll see you then.
Yay.
Have a great day.
Bye.